So I'd like to do a little follow-up video on the last video I made. Hi, baby. Hi. Um, so just a little follow-up and like a review of some questions that I have gotten recently from the video. So again, I had some people asking me if I planned for a home birth. And I guess in reference to having like a midwife, doula, and everything. And like I explained in my previous video, I had the idea of perhaps having one, but it didn't come out the way that I had planned. So like eventually it was just an idea, trying to get some research information on possibly having one, and just like prices and everything, but because of personal reasons, we couldn't follow through with it. And perhaps in the future I'll share about the experience, because it's still quite fresh. But it's very, very interesting how it seemed like the universe was testing me to see if I had really wanted to have the birth of my dreams. Basically, it was basically the birth of my dreams, and it was testing me. So for sure. The other question I had was this with the second baby? Yes. So this is my second baby. My first one was cesarean, that I will eventually, perhaps soon, make a video about, because that's also another story. So yes, it was with my second baby. Somebody asked if I use water, and water referring to like if I use the bath, or if I had some water during labor. I didn't use any water because I was basically in a rush of trying to get everything prepared. It was very quick how things were proceeding, and so my water broke. I mentioned in the video, my water broke at 7:30, and at 7:30 I just felt like the gush of water like trickling down my leg, and I was like, okay, something's happening. So I waited an hour. I believe I was breastfeeding my little one, and then I started feeling like contractions. So that, I think, definitely provoked me to have the onset of labor. So with all that being said, I didn't use water, even though it was a thought of mine to have water. Like I thought, wow, just being in like water and being someplace warm, like that would be something very soothing and relaxing. I eventually didn't, because I was literally rushing, trying to ease myself, like to relax myself. So I had everything prepared. My husband was taking care of my 1-year-old, and we were trying to put her to bed. No, he was trying to put her to bed because I was having the strong contractions around like 8:30, 9:30. I was talking to like my dad. I had to get off the phone. I was like, I gotta go. I cannot be speaking. So that happened. So yeah, eventually didn't use water. So what did he use for labor, and how was the setting? So I'll get more into that. So basically, like I said in the video, that I had a lot of like candles. Like, I believe I had a real candle in the bathroom, like it was scented. And I had my affirmations there that I had printed out. I have my meditation music that I have on my playlist on Spotify. What else did I use? So I was setting up, I had my big yoga ball in a different room. Had that set up with like a outer space lights that I put up in the room. So I made that room look like it was in outer space with the ball. I just tried to kind of have different settings because I wasn't sure what I was going to like, what I was going to expect. And then near the other bathroom, we have 2 bathrooms, there was like a heated pad. So I put like this heated pad like plugged in just in case I wanted to like sit in there and put the heated pad on my back. And eventually, when I was transitioning, I put like the ball in the room because I was like, okay, maybe I want to bounce on the ball and look at like if I'm on outer space or something. Then I moved the ball around. Eventually, it was just like, this is getting uncomfortable. So, and then very intense, so you know this. So what I did was, I just tried to move myself into the most comfortable places for the time being. So I don't know if I put all this up in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes because I was doing it in between contractions. And yeah, it took time. I don't remember. I wasn't trying to like calculate either like the timing of the contractions. I was just like in the zone trying to get myself like as much prepared for this as possible because I had thought eventually that I would labor as home as much as possible, and then perhaps like, okay, because I thought it was going to be some time. Hey girl, hey, I thought it was going to be some time. I was guessing like maybe 10 hours or something, I don't know. And it wasn't. It was 3 hours, okay? So labor was 3 hours. And then, so yes, continuing to what I had used in the settings. So I use a lot of oils, lavender especially, rose especially. Those two were my go-to ones. I put those in the diffusers because I needed that. Like the smell for me is just something that I needed. Incense. So I got rose incense. That really helped. And what else? So the bedroom, and this is where I gave birth. Basically, the last room where I really didn't do much, I put up twinkling lights in the room, and I believe I had my incense in there, and in the bathroom there was a candle with my affirmations, and my meditation music. So that's what I had. And basically, yeah, I ended up there. I ended up from the bathroom, pushing as much as I could, and it just got so uncomfortable. I was like, you know, this is not helping. So I got off like the toilet, went to the bedroom, and then I remember I had it was like silk pillowcases. So I had my silk pillowcases like on top of the bed as if I'm like in prayer position. So I'm like praying and I had my elbows there, my head down. I'm like roaring into the pillows, literally howling like a wolf. And my knees, it was getting very uncomfortable. So I had to put like, I believe I put a pillow or towel. I don't remember what I had laid down, because my knees were hurting. So I put that there, and I remember I was just in a prayer position, and every time that my contractions weaved down, I was just in gratitude in my silk pillowcase. So that felt so good. So I tried to get everything that just felt good to me and that I knew would bring a lot of love and comfort in this time. So I used that, and I do remember that silk pillowcase just felt so good, and I was like breathing into that. And I don't remember if I used like I dropped like the oils on the pillowcases as well. Just trying to like use every single resource that I remember like thinking, okay, this is what I need. Right? And then I remember telling my husband too, because I made him like a toolkit of what he can do, like a just in case like emergency kit, like, hey, if I need something, if I need to eat something, or if I need to drink something, here, give me this coconut water, give me dates, or something, so just have that. But we were not prepared. He was not prepared for that. The only thing that he did do, which I'm very grateful for, like, he knew when my contractions were going, because I was roaring. I was roaring, and I was howling. I was an animal, okay? It just feels good to say, like, how I gave birth to my baby that way. He knew that he had to get, like, a hot sack, and I had to tell him sometimes, I'm like, you gotta heat the sack up again. It's not hot. It's not hot, and he put it on my lower back. So, yes, he definitely helped me through the ending phase of birthing her, for sure, with that, because he knew when I was in the waves, I was trying to relax. When I was relaxing, I was, like, super calm, breathing into my silk pillowcase, giving gratitude. And then I knew, like, when it was coming again, I was like, just roar, just howl, and howling definitely helped. And when I was pushing, so yeah, because they do say you have to have the floppy face, so keep your mouth relaxed and open as much as possible. So yes, let me see if I can, what else I can catch up on this. So yes, my labor was about 3 hours long, and somebody asked, did I have any care after? So afterwards, after I gave birth, I was bonding with my baby in bed, and I felt good. The baby was good. No, baby, you tired now. Hi. The baby was good, and what happened is, I remember, like, just trying to bond with her for a few hours. I think it was like 1 or 2 hours. And then when I felt the energy, because I was so drained, decided to go shower. I was like, I have the energy to get up and go shower. And that felt so nice. So yes, after that shower, went back to bed with her, was feeding her. And then not till the next day is when, just because, I mean, we could have probably postponed it a little bit more. Like, it wasn't necessary to go to the hospital. But because we needed to register her, and I wasn't sure how it worked over here because we're in Spain, we had to go. And of course, everybody's looking at us like we're aliens or we're crazy because we've given birth outside the hospital. And yeah, I remember one woman asking me too. She's like, where do you come from? And I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Does that matter where I come from? I'm like, yeah, I'm from the United States. But does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. But anyway, she asked me, like, I should have just told her I come from Mars. I come from some other planet. Anyways, but yeah, so that happened. We had to get her, it's like a report, a hospital report. If I had went in with the placenta still inside me and everything, then they would have reported that I had given birth in the hospital. So that's the case. It's a very, very interesting, it's a very interesting way to process. No, baby. Yes. It's a very way they report this. You're like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? So, yes, after we did that, and we told them that we gave birth outside, or I gave birth outside in the house, they written up the report. They had to find an on-call judge. It's a guardia juzgado. And yeah, they do the legal duties. They, like, do certain proceedings where I guess it's very unfamiliar because he had no idea what to do. The hospital was like, what do you do with these people? And it took about a day for us to get that paper. So we stayed overnight. They checked her. She was good. They checked me. I was very good. I mean, sore, of course. I'm tired. but everything was good. And yeah, this is a summary of the free birth in Spain. Okay. Alright, and if you have any questions, I am going to do another video with my husband regarding that paperwork. It's probably going to be a very quick video. If anybody has questions, leave me a comment. Bye-bye.